Hey guys, I figured I'd post a video of me for first time in like half a year. Cause I'm horrible at making videos and I got busy. And it's not like I'm gonna be, not busy this semester because I have 18 credits and I'm gonna be stressed as hell. So there's that. Expect a couple of bitching videos, I guess. And, let's see. I got a 3.0 last semester, well, above a 3.0 last semester, and that was really good because, some of you might remember my posts, but I had mono and pneumonia at the same time, and wound up missing, like, a few days of school before I went into the hospital, and then a week of school after I was, discharged, that word, yes, discharged from the hospital, so I had to really work my butt off last semester, and I earned those grades completely. I was well enough to go to the Bahamas, thankfully, and that was for tropical island biology, and that was probably the best experience of my life so far. I was still really sick for it, but I was able to snorkel just fine and somehow come out okay. Um, I apparently really annoyed my roommates because since I was sick, I was snoring very loudly and wound up one night with a pillow to the head, which was not the best memory I have. And probably not the best tactic of that roommate, but it's okay, it happened, I understand, I've wanted to do the same thing to people who snore, so there's that, but I got to see a lot of really cool things. Snorkeling is amazing and super fun, and I can't get over how much I want to go back and just snorkel on reefs and watch fish swim, and I don't know, it's just super cool. And I got to see a turtle and a couple of stingrays, an eel, and a bunch of sea urchins, and a bunch of fish, and a bunch of really cool coral formations, and it was just super awesome. And then we came back, and it was snowing, and we were all sad. Then for summer, I was home for like a month, and like 5 weeks, roughly, and um, then I went to Ann Arbor for my sister's wedding, which was amazing, and she was beautiful, and I cried, and I looked fantastic as well, which is awesome because she didn't choose the pink dresses, thank God. Me and pink does not happen, it doesn't look good, it doesn't work well, it's generally a bad idea to put me in pink. So she put her bridesmaids, including yours truly, in a very kind of pastel green. It was called clover green, but it wasn't really the color of clover, so it's like a mint green. But it was really pretty, and it was a really fun time, but I got really sad because I was like the only single person there. But you know how that goes. And then after that, summer vacation continued, and I had to deal with my parents, which is always exciting. I did go to Yellowstone again, and that was incredible. And I found out today that actually one of my classmates was a few miles down the road from me when I stayed at Yellowstone. So that was kind of an interesting revelation, and I'm kind of really sad that he and I didn't get to hang out on the vacation, and so that happened. I drove a lot and it was odd because my parents pretty much handed me the wheel whenever there was a really curvy road, and I don't like driving the truck. It's very stressful to drive it on 2-lane highways with a very rapidly flowing river on the side. So it wasn't fun, but I did it, and I'm a better driver for it, but I never want to do that again. Not in a truck. I'd do it in a car. I did like driving in the truck when we were on like 4-lane highways or by major cities, because it meant I was higher up and didn't get as freaked out by the big rigs. But on a 2-lane, you've got big rigs behind you, so it's not as urgent. as uncomfortable is what I mean to say. It wasn't as uncomfortable. But what else did I do? I got to see my grandparents, and my grandpa is pretty much going deaf at the same time he's going blind, so that's really depressing. But he's also super stubborn, and they're kind of getting up there in age, so I'm starting to really worry about them being in the middle of nowhere, and I don't know what'll happen to them this winter. I'm kind of nervous about that. And then, got to see some cool stuff, like we went to Silverwood Theme Park in just outside of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and it was a really nice theme park. I wish I were thinner, because for a big woman it's a little difficult to squish yourself into tiny little cars. But there was one ride that I really liked, and I rode it like, I don't know, 3 or 4 times, and it was just a free fall ride. It was kind of like one of the ones where you go up and then it bounces you around, but this one, you went up this tower and it just released you, and then the brakes hit like 20 feet before you hit the ground. So it was intense and super cool, and it did not look that high up from the ground, so when I was actually up at the top, that was kind of terrifying. But my mom went on it with me, which was kind of cool, because, like, my mom doesn't really go on roller coasters because of her back. But there was that, and then we came home. It was... I'm glad I was home, but at the same time, like, I had to help my mom move her classroom, like, put it back together, because she got her rooms changed for her school. So she had to move everything she owned for like 20 years from one classroom to the other. And since my mom can't really pick up anything more than 15 pounds without hurting herself, she kind of got me to do all the heavy lifting, which I'm glad I was there to help her. But at the same time, I wish my summer had actually been a summer, since it's kind of my last one. And then, I went to see, like, this total quack chiropractor. I don't know, that was a bad experience. I went to see my chiropractor, the one that I've been seeing for a while, last Thursday, and he basically fixed everything that she screwed up, so kind of moot point at this juncture, but, you know, still pisses me off. What else? My new housemates are completely awesome. Like, I'm getting along a lot better with them than I did with my old ones, and it's nothing against my old ones, it's just a matter of how well we mesh as a group, and it really helps that, I mean, there's only 3 of us who have lived here before, so it's kind of nice. And then, like, I feel closer to one of the other girls in the house, which is really nice. I'm really glad we get along better. Not that we didn't get along last year, but it's just there's less that we have to deal with in the house. But I'm gonna try to do these videos a little more often so that I don't have to spend 10 minutes just yabbering on about what did I do, and more about what am I doing. Yay. So I apologize for that, but you know, if you made it this far, you're kind of golden in my book, so good job. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'm still active in Alpha Phi Omega, which there are times when I wish I weren't, but I'm glad I am. And then that's really all I have going for the social aspect of my life. And I will be graduating this semester, which is exciting and terrifying, all bundled into one horrible, horrible feeling of confusion. I don't know, whatever it is. But yeah, that's pretty much my life in 10 minutes, 11 minutes now. So hopefully I will make these once a week, and they'll be like 3 minutes long, but I went off on a tangent, and you know how that goes. Anyway, I love you all, and please, please, please be happy and be safe and, you know, all that fun stuff, because I really enjoy knowing all of you. I mean, some of you, because I don't obviously know all of you, but I enjoy knowing those of you that I do know, and I enjoy the idea of knowing those of you that I don't know. So, love you. I care for you. And, again, as always, my inbox is always open if you need someone just to rant to, because I've officially spent 12 minutes of your time basically doing that, so fair's fair. But even if I didn't spend 12 minutes wasting your time, my inbox is still open to you. But I hope your lives are going to be less stressful than mine for the next 4 months. And I will hopefully talk to you guys next week. Bye!